Here we are in the Zambezi Valley of Zimbabwe once again, trying our luck with dangerous game, hunting tuskless cow elephant, bull elephant, Cape buffalo, lion, whatever we come across. And I tell you what, when you're planning for your safari, whether you're a veteran safari goer or a first timer, gear selection is critical, and it's very simple if you follow these steps. So let's get started here. What do you need? What are the basic essentials for a safari? First thing, let's start with the boots. You got to have a good pair of boots. I'm not in the boot business, so I'm not going to tell you what to buy. But on top of every pair of boots, you should have a pair of gaiters. Not those kind you see the alpine skiers and mountain climbers wearing. No, sir. We're talking a specific type of gaiter that's ideally suited for the African bush. To have that, it's got to be a lightweight, close-fitting, snug piece of gear. The TexasHuntCo gaiter, for example, is an ideal situation. Breathable, light, keeps things like these burrs from getting all over you. Make sure you have a pair of gaiters with you. You'll never regret it. This river sand you see behind me, at the end of a 3 or 4 hour walk, will eat a hole in your feet and ruin your entire trip. So make sure you have gaiters. Second thing, you're going to be carrying a heavy rifle, whether it's a 375 or a big heavy double like this one right here. This is a 600 Nitro and it weighs 15 pounds. Our TexasHuntCo sling is designed to be the most comfortable piece you can have going for you. Make sure you have a good sling on your weapon. You might want to take it off for close conditions if you're going after a follow-up shot on a wounded animal, but that walking all day long can get really old if you don't have a nice, comfortable way to carry your rifle. The Master Blaster from TexasHuntCo satisfies that demand. Next, when you're riding in your vehicle, you always run into a situation where you're needing resupply. A good, sturdy pack is a critical aspect of any safari. You're carrying all kinds of things in this pack, whether it's sunscreen, bug dope. Believe me, with tsetse flies, you want to have a lot of bug dope. Also, you might have some foul weather gear. The weather changes crazy here in Africa. And not on top of that, you want a durable pack. You're going to carry all kinds of stuff. It's usually going to stay in the vehicle or it'll be on the back of one of the trackers. But the TexasHuntCo pack was designed specifically for use in the bush. Extra heavy construction, heavy zippers, a comfortable, durable harness. These are the things you need on your equipment when you're moving through the bush. Remember, everything in Africa has a thorn, everything is sharp, gouging, tears stuff up, and the soil content over here is really, really rough. Equipment wears out quickly in the African bush. You want to buy the best and make sure you got something that will last for years. Not to mention that one safari. You don't want something going south on you. We're in the middle of a major stalk or whatever it might be. Next thing is transport. We spend a lot of time moving from area to area looking for tracks, crossing roads, etc. in a vehicle, usually a Land Rover or Land Cruiser. You got to put your weapon up where it's not going to get torn up, and you guys that use scope-sighted rifles, you don't want that scope getting filled with dust or getting dinged up. A lot of activity in and out of a vehicle. People tripping over things, guys moving axes and machetes around. Make sure you get a good, solid gun case. Our TexasHuntCo gun cases were designed to be used here in the African bush. We figured, as we do with all of our equipment, if it's good enough for this harsh, extreme environment over here, heck, it's good enough for anywhere in the world. So make sure you get a good, solid gun case going for you. Let's talk a little bit about the hunt itself and the equipment you need on your body when you're on the move. Thus far on this safari, we've shot 3 Cape buffalo and 4 elephants. That's taken a lot of work. We added up and we probably have walked in 7 days over 200 kilometers. That's a lot of foot time. A lot of you guys won't do that extreme of travel, but it's good to know that the products that you buy have been field tested by people that are out there doing that kind of thing. They're certainly going to hold up for anything less, and I think they can take a whole lot more. One of the things that we build is our modular PH, which stands for, as most of you know, Professional Hunter's Belt. This thing is completely set up and designed to be sure that you can put everything you need where you need it, when you need it. First things first is equipment selection. It's got a modular, removable belt. That's really handy because you can slide pouches on and off. You've got your ammunition, you've got your follow-up ammunition, you've got tool pouches, and of course you always go into the bush with a good flashlight. The locals call these a torch. The fact of the matter is, a good quality flashlight will really save you in a pinch. You lose an animal near dark, you're going to be able to do some blood tracking or find your way back to the truck. Might be a 2-hour walk in the dark. You never know. So make sure you've got a good utility belt. You've seen your professional hunters wearing stuff like this. TexasHuntCo just took it to a modern, more modernized version over the old canvas and leather version with our modern military-grade materials proven in the battles of Iraq and Afghanistan for the last 7 years. This stuff is built to last. Everything you see here is designed to take a beating and keep on coming back. We've got a lifetime guarantee on our products, but more importantly, this is the stuff you need for the bush. So let's go over this one more time. Keep your feet protected. Be able to carry your weapon. Keep your stuff with you. Protect your weapon during transport, because there's a lot of that. And then make sure you've got the proper gear selection on your body when you're moving through the bush. I can't tell you how important that is after numerous animal charges. And if you watch Tracks Across Africa, you can see us dropping some elephants at point blank range. I'm talking inside of 3 yards. Get the best equipment you can buy for your money. You'll never regret it. Texas Hunt Co.